Please sit erect. Listen to me. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Thank you. It's my fortune and privilege to speak before you in the presence of veteran professors like Dr. Ramsamy, Dr. Markandayan, Dr. Nadarajan, and the IAS officer, IRS officer, Sri Venkatasubramanian, and my good friend, Dr. Kalaichelvan, and the seminar director, Dr. P. Ravichandran, and the madam who introduced me warmly. Learned faculty members, my dear student friends, very good afternoon. It's very difficult for any resource person to address the gathering at 12:35. The topic is very tough topic. But we have been listening and enjoying the good and simplified tax, not goods and services tax. It's a good tax, it's a simple tax. Good and simple tax. Just during the tea time, I spoke with the senior professor, Dr. Ramsamy. He just told me, I have been writing books. I wondered and also stunned that being a person like me, who is standing in the field of higher education for about 35 years, this is my 35th year, 35 years, I have not touched even at the feet of Dr. Ramsamy, because such kind of involvement and interest in a professor which makes people like me to move forward, to go further. So it is my privilege and honor to address the gathering in the presence of big dignitaries in front of me. And he told me that there are 3 books which I have been writing, Silver Economy. And interestingly, I just asked him, what is about silver economy? He told me that the person who has completed more than 60 years and how much they have been contributing for the development of the economy. Then he told me that orange economy, what's about it? It's about the culture and entertainment. And how culture and entertainment is creating and giving boost to the economy. The third one is just told me that is blue economy, which talks about the ocean. So really it's very interesting to learn from you. And at this juncture, I salute you. I cannot congratulate you because you are a senior professor. I salute you for your contributions for the development of the economic subjects, not only economic subject, but also to the institution like G.T.N college. With these few words, I just get into the job, that is GST reforms, inclusive sectoral transformation. You just read the caption which is given by Dr. Ravichandran, a seminar director, that GST reforms, inclusive sectoral transformation. Now the question arises, what is GST? Goods and services tax. Goods and services both are plural. Some students are saying that goods and service tax. It's not goods and service tax, it's a goods and services tax. Why there is a need for goods and services tax? The present government, under the leadership of Narendra Modi ji, wanted to introduce a single tax. The agenda is for this government, one nation, one market, one tax. One nation, one market, one tax. On the other hand, for the lovely life, one earth, one family, one earth, one family, one future. These are the two broad agendas of Narendra Modi ji, that they wanted to treat all the people who are living in India equally. And there should not be any discrimination in terms of tax. There should not be any discrimination. So GST has been introduced, and it was taught and the brainchild of Congress government. And there was a committee which was formulated in 2004, that is called the Task Committee, in which the workings have been started. In the year 2016, it has come to a final shape in the month of December, and it was introduced in 1st July 2017. After completing my lecture, I will ask some question. What is GST? Goods and Services Tax. When it was introduced? 1st July 2017. Who introduced? Who introduced? Okay. Who introduced? Finance Minister or the Government of India? You must say Government of India, because it is an amendment. In 1950, January 26, India got republic. In 1947, August 15th, India got independence. So in January 26, 1950, India got republic. Between 2016 December, 30th June 2017, right from 1950, and there has been 100 amendments took place in Indian Constitution. 101 amendment, 100 amendment. The 101st amendment was GST amendment. This is 101th amendment. General knowledge la kepanga. IAS exam la ninga appear anagina, this will be the question. Which is the amendment for GST introduction in India? 101st amendment. So GST na enna solliten. GST எப்போ introduce பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டேன். எந்த amendmentங்கிறதையும் சொல்லிட்டேன். Which is the article? The article number is 246. 1, 2, 3. 246, 1, 2, 3. எந்த schedule? 7th schedule. 7வது அத்தியாயத்தில் கரெக்டாக 246வது சரத்தில் introduce பண்ணியிருக்காங்க 101வது amendment. Are you able to follow me? Are you able to follow me? என்னை ஃபாலோ பண்ண முடியுங்களா? முடியுதா? ஏன்னா the purpose must be served, because the ICSSR, Indian Council of Social Science Research, has been extending 25 funding programs for this college under the leadership of Dr. Ravichandran. So this must be meaningful, useful and fruitful for the benefit of the students. Therefore, this kind of seminar must throw a light on the students about the topic which has been discussing on the stage. So, GST na sollita. GST na therinjirucha? What are all the types of GST? CGST, SGST, IGST, UTGST, Union Territory Goods and Services Tax, Integrated Goods and Services Tax, Central Goods and Services Tax, State Goods and Services Tax. What is the meaning? The powers vested with the center is called Central GST. The powers vested with state is called State GST. The powers vested with both central and state is called Integrated GST. There are 3 lists as per the Indian Constitution. List 1, List 2, List 3. List 1 talks about the central government powers to levy the tax, to collect the tax, and how the tax collected will be shared to the state government. To levy the tax, what are the powers vested with the central government for levying the tax, for removing the tax, increasing the tax, eliminating the tax, and these are the powers vested with central government. Similarly, there are certain powers which are vested with the state government. That comes under list 2. In list 3, the powers which is enjoyed both by the central government as well as the state government. It's a joint power. And their sharings are 3 different functioning. One is levying, another one is collecting, another one is sharing. Levying is there always. Sometimes the powers is enforced to the central government to remove the tax, to reduce the tax, to increase the tax. 3 வேலை செய்வாங்க. வரியை உயர்த்தலாம், வரியை குறைக்கலாம், வரியை நீக்கலாம். இந்த 3 பவரும் யாருக்கு இருக்கு? சென்ட்ரல் கவர்மெண்ட்டுக்கு இருக்கு. Similarly, state government. அந்த வகையில் there are different types of tax. Central sales tax, service tax, VAT, value added tax, excise duty, estate duty, இப்படி பல டாக்ஸ் இருந்துச்சு. இது எல்லாத்தையும் கம்பைன் பண்ணி தான் ஒரே ஒரு ரூஃபில் கொண்டு வந்தாங்க. அதுக்கு பேர் தான் என்ன டாக்ஸு? குட்ஸ் அண்ட் சர்வீசஸ் டாக்ஸ். சரக்கு மற்றும் சேவை. சரக்குன்னா உங்களுக்கு வேற ஞாபகம் வந்துடக்கூடாது. சரக்கு, பண்டங்கள் மற்றும் பணிகளுக்கான வரி அப்படி நீங்கள் மாற்றிக்கங்க. ஆனால் அதை நம்ம என்ன மாற்றிடுறோம்? சரக்கு மற்றும் சேவை வரிகள் அப்படின்னு மாற்றுறோம். அப்படி மாற்றாதீங்க. பண்டங்கள், குட்ஸ், சர்வீசஸ், பணிகள், இதற்கான வரி. இப்போ நான் ஜிஎஸ்டி ரிஃபார்ம்ஸுக்கு வந்துடுறேன். Very recently, as mentioned by Professor Markandan, that in September 2025, there was a revolutionary announcement given by the Prime Minister Modi ji in the Independence Day celebration, and later it was implemented in September 2025. That is called GST 2.0. Previously, as mentioned by our IRS officer, that there are 5 slabs. Then it has been now reduced to 3 slabs, not 2 slabs. Don't say it is a 2 slabs, it's a 3 slab. As such, 5, 8, then 40% for the sin goods or demerit goods. Those goods which are merit in nature will be treated under 2 heads, 2 slabs, namely 5 and 18. எனக்கெல்லாம் லாஸ். நான் புதுசாக ஒரு கார் வாங்கினேன், 10% லாஸ். அதுக்கு முதல்ல தான் வாங்கினேன். ஒரு 6 மாதத்துக்கு முன்னாடி வாங்கினேன். எனக்கு ஒரு கிட்டத்தட்ட 1 லட்ச ரூபா அதில் லாஸ். மோடிஜிகிட்ட சொல்லி நம்ம முன்னாடியே என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கலாம், அந்த இதை கொண்டு வந்திருக்கலாம். அதனால் ஜிஎஸ்டின்னு வரும்போது இந்த 3 விஷயத்தையும் நம்ம நல்லா யோசிக்கணும். எத்தனை டைப் சொல்லியிருக்கேன்? 4 டைப். எத்தனை ஸ்லாப் சொல்லியிருக்கேன்? 0வை நீங்கள் சேர்க்க வேண்டிய அவசியம் இல்லை. There is no tax at all. There are goods which are not taxed. So 0ன்னு சொல்லி ஒரு ஸ்லாப்பை நம்ம காமிக்கிறாங்க புத்தகங்கள் எல்லாம். There is no need to quote 0. It is 5 and 18 இப்போ இருக்கிறது. As such, we are in practice 5 and 18. GST reforms, inclusive sectoral growth. அவர் போட்டிருக்க டாபிக் தான் நான் மீனிங் சொல்ல போகிறேன். Inclusive sectoral growth. What do you mean by inclusive? Include everybody. Include everybody, not excluding anybody. Including everybody, not excluding anybody is called inclusive growth. எல்லாத்தையும் சேர்த்துக்கங்க. எல்லாத்தையும் சேர்த்துக்கங்க. யாரையும் விட்டுறாதீங்க. Inclusive sectoral growth. In India, we have been facing so many problems. Even today, we are facing the problem of poverty. Even after having completed 12 5-year plans, 6 annual plans, and the existence of Niti Aayog, National Institution for Transforming India, even today, we have been facing the problem of poverty. And even the government, in almost all the government, have been framing the objective to eliminate poverty, reduce poverty, alleviate poverty, provide good drinking water facilities, generation of employment opportunities. And these are all the objectives which I have seen when I was a student and also now. And all the objectives are remaining in India. Why? This is a vast gap. So there must be a balanced growth in all the 3 sectors, namely agriculture, industry and service. There must be a balanced growth. There should not be any imbalanced growth. And that is the objective of the government. So, inclusive sectoral transformation. The objective of the present government is to transform India, and take India from developing country to developed country. Transformation must take place. Therefore, transformation, nalla topic vandu arumaiya eludhirukkaru. I looked into it, I thought about it. So, inclusive sectoral transformation. The transformation is a must. Aalu valarano, arivu valarano, adu daanda valarchi. Pattukoda alaga solluvan. Nalla padichave naata kooru podran, onnum padikadave naattukku soru podran. A person who is well educated is fragmenting the country, dividing the country. But the person who is uneducated in the name of farmer are feeding the country, feeding the people of the nation, people of the globe. But transformation is a must. And we will have to transform the underdeveloped country into developing country into developed country. This is the objective of the government. GST helped a lot to transform the country from developing country and fast developing country now into a developed country. It is a slogan raised by the Prime Minister Modi ji that is called Viksit Bharat. What do you mean that Viksit Bharat na enna? Viksit Bharat, developed India. In English we call it as developed India. In Tamil, Valimayana Bharatham, Valarchi Adainda Bharatham, Unnathamana Bharatham, Magathana Bharatham. This is our goal. We got independence in 1947. Our objective in 2047, that is 100 years of our process as a democratic country, biggest democratic country, we must show and we must rule all the nations. That is the objective. We must rule all the nations. Vishwa Guruvaga Indiavai Parka Vendum. We must rule the country, all the nations. இப்போ ட்ரம்ப் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காரு இல்லையா, அந்த வேலையெல்லாம் நம்ம பண்ண மாட்டோம். ஏன்னா we have our own tradition, culture, values, அதெல்லாம் இருக்குது. சண்டைக்கெல்லாம் நம்ம போக மாட்டோம். But we must rule the country with peace and love. அன்பையும் அமைதியையும் போதிப்பதற்கான முயற்சியை தான் நம்ம எடுத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். Transforming the nation. Pathways அவர் போட்டிருக்காரு வழி. பாத்துன்னா என்ன? பாதை. Pathways. அதுக்கு அடுத்து என்ன வார்த்தை போட்டிருக்காரு? Pathways to achieve Viksit Bharat. Pathways to achieve Viksit Bharat at 2047. Our goal is to make India, make in India, made in India, digital India, clean India, green India, developed India. The ultimate goal of the Indian government is to show India as a developed nation. India must possess a veto power, and India must come under the category of G8 countries. Now we have come into G20 countries. Very recently we have organized a conference at Delhi in which Viksit Bharat slogan has raised. In that conference only our Prime Minister has announced that one family, one future, one earth. One earth. We have to worry about the infrastructure, the environment. And I am quite happy that in G.T.N campus we are able to see that there are number of trees. It is not in Madurai city colleges. So we cannot find such number of trees in, except an American college, and almost colleges are less number of trees are there. So United Nations organization also thought about that there are three aspects, namely sustainable inclusive development, social aspects, economic aspects, and environmental aspects. All the three aspects must be addressed. How it has to be addressed? As per the words of Thiruvalluvar, Uru Pasiyum, Ova Piniyum, Seru Pagayum, Sera Diyalvadu Nadu. A country must be free from starvation. A country must be free from disease. A country must be free from enemies. இந்த மூணு குவாலிட்டியும் எந்த நாட்டில் இருக்கோ அதுக்கு பேர் தான் நாடு. இது அக்கார்டிங் டு திருவள்ளுவர். திருவள்ளுவர் அற்புதமாக சொல்லியிருக்காரு. ஒரு பசியும் ஓவா பிணியும் செரு பகையும் சேராமல் இருந்தால் தான் அதுக்கு பேர் என்னது? நாடு. எப்படி இந்த நாட்டை டெவலப் பண்ணுறது? So this government thought about a new vision to generate revenue, to enhance revenue, to increase revenue and empower the people through taxation. What are all the sources of revenue to the government? The major source of revenue to the government is tax, then fees, then fine, then age sheets, and there are some kind of a fees which is levied then and there. So amongst which tax plays a vital role. And there are again two types of taxes, direct tax and indirect tax. And direct tax assessees are very less in number in India. It is less than 10 crores. It is less than 10 crores out of 140 crores. But whereas all the 140 crores people are paying GST. So GST is generating much more revenue. The revenue which is greater for indirect tax rather than direct tax. Therefore, the government has concentrated and introduced a new tax which is named with a new nomenclature which is called Goods and Services Tax, which was introduced in the year 2017. Are you able to understand? என்னுடைய ஹிஸ்ட்ரி என்னன்னு தெரியுதா தெரியலையா? வாய தரங்களே. Power of communication, power of comprehension, power of intervention. These are all the three essential one for the students. Whenever a placement is taking place in the college, they want to test the students in two aspects. One, a student must be able to write in English at least per page with mistake or without mistake. Not without mistake. With mistake and or without mistake. One page. And a student must be able to speak for 2 minutes, that is 120 seconds. With mistake or without mistakes in English, you will be paid 20,000 rupees. If you say the same script or same content of your speech in Tamil, you will be paid only 10,000 rupees. And language communication, which is very, very essential for the students. And it is your turn to respond the questions as IAS officer is in front of you. And you must enjoy and make cheerfulness and interacting with the IRS officer. In my days, it's very difficult to see the IRS officer or IAS officer. Similarly, the people who are sitting in front of me also, it's very difficult to see and interact with the civil servant. But today, Dr. Ravichandran has brought IRS officer to the stage to see you and wanted to meet you and interact with you, but you are not utilizing the opportunity. And very interestingly, he has quoted that the percentage calculation that for a cigarette it is 15 rupees. 40% tax GST, it comes around 6 rupees. And there are 4 rupees which are for the benefit of profit. And what will be remaining? As an economic student, I can say that it is a cost of production. But what he has answered is remaining is cancer. The way in which he has put in is really very interesting. And you must have a habit and cultivate a habit of enjoying the listening. Learning the listening. That is very, very important. But it's the finest opportunity. When my days in 90s, when I studied BA Economics and MA Economics at Madurai Kamaraj University, there was no seminar at all. I have seen only one seminar in my career. In my career during all the 6 years, BA, MA and MPhil. But today, as Professor Ramasamy told me that the average program which is taking place in this college is 3 per day. It's a remarkable and indelible. And I can 100% vouch that there is no college in Madurai city is conducting 3 programs every day on an average. So such kind of things which are happening in this college must be properly utilized by the students community. It's an opportunity which is coming to you. You are not moving forward to meet the opportunity. That is very essential. So let me get into the details of the GST, and I have put in only 7 slides. And I always believe in my tongue point rather than PowerPoint. Tongue point is very powerful than that of PowerPoint. PowerPoint is only meant for the students and the audience, not for me. Just look at the PowerPoint. Is it visible? Really. Just GST is launched on July 1st, 2017. These are all the things which I have discussed. 0, 5, 12, 18, 28. இதெல்லாம் 5 slabs. Types of GST, CGST, SGST, IGST, UTGST. 2.0, September 24th, I think so. If I remember correct, September 24, 2025. 22nd, 2025. There was a revolutionary change in the GST. ஏன்னா மார்க்கண்டேயன் சாரே நிறைய சொல்லிட்டார். அவர் சொன்னது மாதிரி எல்லாத்தையுமே சொல்லிட்டார். நாங்கள் சொல்ல வந்ததெல்லாம் சொல்லிட்டார். அதில் ஜிஎஸ்டி கவுன்சில் பற்றியெல்லாம் சொன்னார். Who is the chairman for GST council? Who is the chairman for GST council? ஏன் நான் வந்து இந்த ரிசோர்ஸ் பர்சன் என்னை பற்றி சொல்லும் போது வேணான்னு சொல்கிறேன்னா, அவங்க என்ன சொல்கிறாங்கிறத யாருமே கேட்குறது கிடையாது. என் பேர் என்னானே அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாது கடைசியில். என் பேர் என்ன நீங்கள் சொல்லாதீங்க. ஏன்னா the purpose of reading the biodata or profile of the resource person is to make the audience to inspire. That is the purpose. But unfortunately it has not been listened properly by the students community. Therefore it's a waste of time. And reading published and attended so many seminars, international conferences, published how many books and produced this much of PhD and all that, and the audience are not interested to listen. That is the problem with the students today. Right? இப்போ நான் அந்த ஸ்லைடில் போட்டிருக்கிறத நானா சொன்னதுனால நீங்கள் கேட்டீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Suppose I am reading the slide, then you will not be able to understand. And you must have a memory power. Memory power is very, very essential. And India is known for youth. India is known for democracy. India is known for democracy. Election பாருங்க சொன்ன நிமிஷத்தில் மாறிடுச்சா மாறலையா? The entire government is taken over by the election commission. And chief minister cannot function, any minister cannot function. And everything is under the control of the election commission. This is the victory or this is the secrecy of democracy. Democracy is very much powerful. And GST is under the constitution. It has been passed in the parliament. Even the discussion was going on even in the midnight. And after the midnight only it was passed. So constitution is a tool, such a powerful tool. And you must understand what is constitution. Who is the speaker of the assembly? Who is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha? And these kinds of questions must be understand. What is the structure of the central government? What is the structure of the state government? What is the structure of the local government? And everything must be known by every student. It is not related to history student or economic students. It must be known by all the students community. And you cannot give excuse. And as mentioned by IRS officer that one of the students who has completed and passed civil service examination with second rank. And we must salute her. And so far to my knowledge nobody has secured second rank in civil service examination so far in the history of independence from Tamil Nadu. From Tamil Nadu. Such a very big thing which is happening nearby our town, Vadipatti. வாடிப்பட்டிங்கிறது எவ்வளோ தூரம்? இங்கேருந்து 30 கிலோமீட்டர். அங்கே இருக்க பொண்ணு பாஸ் பண்ணுது அப்படின்னா ஒய் நாட் வி மஸ்ட் ஆஸ்க் கொஸ்டின்ஸ். கொஸ்டின் கேட்டுக்கிட்டே இருக்கணும். வி மஸ்ட் ட்ரை டு ஆன்சர் ஆனஸ்ட்லி அண்ட் ஏர்னஸ்ட்லி. தட் இஸ் த டியூட்டி ஆஃப் தி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். நீங்கள் என்ன நினைப்பீங்க? 1 மணிக்கு உட்கார வச்சு பேசிக்கிட்டு இருக்காருன்னு நினைப்பீங்க. அப்படி கிடையாது. நீங்கள் லேர்னிங் இஸ் பவர்ஃபுல், லேர்னிங் இஸ் ஜாய்ஃபுல். When you learn something, கற்றவருக்கு சென்ற இடமெல்லாம் சிறப்பு, மற்றவருக்கு filling the blanks with suitable words. என்னங்கிறது தெரியாதுல்ல. Why I have been invited here? Dr. Ravichandran has confidence on me to talk something to the students community. Nana, I drove the car for about 70 kilometers from my home here, 70 kilometers independently. நான் கூட ஒரு நண்பரை கூப்பிட்டேன், அவர் வரலேன்ட்டார் திடீர்னு, பேசிக்கிட்டே வரலாங்கிறதுக்காக. ஸோ ஐ எம் ஸ்பெண்டிங் 1 hour 15 minutes for driving, and again I must go back to my home with 1 hour 15 minutes, 2.5 hours. Then I am expected to speak here for 40 minutes. So altogether I am spending 3.5 hours for coming here and taking so much of pain. But it is very unfortunate that most of the colleges, I have been addressing in almost all the 15 colleges affiliated to Madurai Kamaraj University. But it is the most pathetic that the students are not interested to listen. Listening, reading, writing, finally speaking. All the 4 skills are very, very, very important for the students' community. And that you have to be very careful. Bus vittra kudadu. Vittita you cannot stand in your life. Bus vittra kudadu. From my example, I guided my classmate. I happened to be the examiner for my classmate. I happened to be the trainer for my classmate. Because I catch the bus at right time. நான் பஸ்ஸை கரெக்ட் டயத்துக்கு பிடிச்சிட்டேன், அவங்க லேட்டாக பிடிச்சாங்க. நான் என்னுடைய கிளாஸ்மேட்ஸு 3 பேர்த்துக்கு கைட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். 2 பேர்த்துக்கு பிஹெச்டியில் எக்ஸாமினராக இருந்திருக்கேன். இன்னொன்று என்ன சொன்னேன், அவங்களுக்கு ஓரியன்டேஷன் ரெஃப்ரெஷர் கோர்ஸில் நான் வந்து ரிசோர்ஸ் பர்சனாக இருந்திருக்கேன். அதனால் டைம் கிடைக்கிறது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப, டைம் இஸ் நாட் கோல்டு, டைம் இஸ் சோல். காலம் உயிர் போன்றது. அது கண் போன்றதெல்லாம் கிடையாது, பொன் போன்றதும் கிடையாது. அது என்ன போன்றது? இட்ஸ் ஒன்ஸ் கான், யூ கேனாட் கெட் இட் பேக், நெவர் கெட் பேக். அதனால் மாணவர்களே, நீங்கள் இதெல்லாம் வந்து நல்லா பயன்படுத்துங்க. அவர் பாவம் 25 இது. அட் திஸ் ஜங்ஷர் ஐ வுட் லைக் டு wholeheartedly congratulate Dr. Ravichandran for having received 25 funding programs in this college. I can say openly and boldly that though it is an ancillary department, I am heading the PG department, I have not succeeded this number. I have not succeeded this number. Such kind of dedication and interest which he has been shown all these years is really remarkable and also salutable. அது வேற, இது வந்து ஓப்பனாக சொல்லணும். ஏன்னா இட்ஸ் அ ரைட் ஃபாரம். ஐ கேனாட் congratulate him within a 4 wall. And if you want to congratulate anybody, you must congratulate him in front of 100 people. That is the good nature of a human being. So therefore, and also he has shown me in the morning that he has received 1 lakh rupee from the government of Tamil Nadu for green campaign programs which is conducted in this area. Right. So GST rates in other countries: New Zealand 15%, Australia 10%, Singapore 7%, Canada 5%, and UK 20%, France 20%, and also USA it ranges from 0 to 13.3%. In India it is 2 slabs, namely 3 slabs, namely 5 and 18%. But according to Subramanian Swamy, a famous economist, forget about his political entry, but he has been insisting the government of India to abolish income tax. He has been insisting government of India to abolish income tax. To my point of view also, I am in favor of Swamy's view that income tax must be abolished. Instead, we can collect GST. If you are earning more money, definitely you will be able to spend more money. GST is known as consumption tax. It is a consumption tax. The tax which is levied on the end user. A consumer is going to bear the entire tax, not the producer. So consumption tax. நுகர்வு எவ்வளவுக்கு ஒரு நாட்டில் இருக்கோ அவ்வளவுக்கு அந்த நாடு வளர்ச்சி அடையும். One man's expenditure is another man's income. ஒருவனுடைய செலவு மற்றொருவனுடைய வருமானம். So we must make the people to spend more, and thereby the government must earn more. And it is not a kind of punishment that the 30% slab must be given to the people who have been earning more money, because out of their stint of hard work only they are earning money. And the government should not draw such big amount of money in the name of income tax. So therefore Swamy has been insisting the government for very many years that income tax should be abolished. Rather, you try to encourage GST. That is the view of Dr. Subramanian Swamy. What is the revenue, the recent revenue which is generated out of GST in Indian government is that there are three types. CGST, it is 38,762 crore. Again STSD, 47,847 crore. Then integrated GST is 54 crores. Altogether it is 1,70,710 crores. 1,70,000. But the central government has been interested in building the infrastructure facilities. You cannot imagine that I am able to come here with 1 hour 15 minutes with a slow speed. So such kind of road facilities are good. Connecting Kashmir to Kanyakumari, if you want to travel by road, there is no problem in India. So this is because of the income generated by goods and services tax. And thanks to IRS officer, Indian Revenue Service. Goods and services tax only has been contributing a lot for building the infrastructure in India. And I hope that this is 1.3% of the revenue from the GDP. GST. So GST is playing a vital part in building the infrastructure and transforming India to the next level, that is from developing to developed nation. I hope that it is a too long period for announcing developed India. I hope that it will happen in 2037. 2037 நம்ம வளர்ந்த பாரதமாக கட்டாயம் இருப்போம். 10 years before. 100 வருஷம்லாம் நம்ம போக வேண்டிய அவசியம் கிடையாது. ஏன்னா அந்த அளவுக்கு நம்மகிட்ட யூத் பொட்டன்ஷியல்ஸ் இருக்காங்க. அந்த அளவுக்கு நம்மகிட்ட வந்து இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சர் டெவலப் ஆகிடுச்சு. ஹியூமன் ரிசோர்ஸஸ் இருக்குது, நேச்சுரல் ரிசோர்ஸஸ் இருக்குது, ஃபாரஸ்ட் ரிசோர்ஸஸ் இருக்குது. இந்த என்விரான்மெண்ட்டை மட்டும் நம்ம கொஞ்சம் கெடுக்காமல் இருக்கணும். தட் இஸ் த ஒன்லி ஒரி ஆஃப் தி கவர்மெண்ட், தட் ஈவன் இன் த கேபிட்டல் நியூ டெல்லி இட் இஸ் நாட் அ குட் பிளேஸ் ஃபார் சர்வைவல் அப்படி அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. அதனால் it has to be, the government must think of establishing the Supreme Court at 4 places in India and a High Court at 2 places in the respective states. Thereby you can reduce the migration and people may not move forward to run the case in Supreme Court at Delhi. So அந்த மாதிரி சிந்தனைகள்லாம் இப்போ கவர்மெண்ட்டில் இருக்குது. மும்பை, கல்கட்டா, சென்னை 3 இடத்துலையும் சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட் வர்றது மாதிரியெல்லாம் ஒரு பேச்சு அடிபட்டுக்கிட்டு இருக்கு. ஏன்னா நம்ம இங்கேருந்து போய் நம்ம சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டுக்கு போகணும்னு சொன்னோம்னா டெல்லி போகணும். அப்போ எவ்வளவு ஃபியூவல் செலவாகும், எவ்வளவு எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் ஆகும், ஒரு காமன் மேனால் எந்த அளவுக்கு போய் சேர முடியும் அப்படிங்கிறதுலாம் வெரி $1 million கொஸ்டின். அதெல்லாம் கவர்மெண்ட் இஸ் வெரி மச் திங்கிங் ஆஃப். ஈவன் இன் தமிழ்நாடு we need to have a second capital, either at Madurai or at Trichy. So there is no need to move from Madurai to Kanyakumari to Chennai. And all the 14 districts are covered under the Madras High Court Madurai bench. So இந்த 14 மாவட்டத்தில் இருக்கவங்க கேஸ் நடத்துறதுக்கு சென்னை ஹைகோர்ட்டுக்கு போக வேண்டிய அவசியம் இல்லை, மதுரையிலே போட்டுக்கலாம். So we need to have a second capital. So GST will help us to reach our target as mentioned in your brochure, that is GST reforms, inclusive sectoral transformation, a pathways to achieve Viksit Bharat 2047. So the time is already 1:15. I can talk for an hours together, but it's not fair on the part of the resource person. So I will conclude with the small values for the students community. Wherever I address the students community, I used to give a 10-point program for the students community. I is a 1-letter word. I is a 1-letter word. Please avoid it. Please avoid it. V is a 2-letter word. Please use it. Wherever you go, you just try to use it. Please and thank you are the little courtesies which will help you to run your life peacefully and happily. Ego is a 3-letter word. Just kill it. Don't allow to grow it. Love is a 4-letter word. அன்பும் அறனும் உடைத்தாயின் இல்வாழ்க்கை பண்பும் பயனும் அது. Love is a 4-letter word. Just value it. Just respect it. Smile is a 5-letter word. Keep it on your face wherever you go, wherever you speak, wherever you meet. Rumor is a 6-letter word. Don't care about it, just ignore it. Success is a 7-letter word. You cannot purchase success from the shop. Success has to be achieved with your hard work, continuous hard work. There is no substitute for hard work. Success is a 7-letter word. You just achieve it, not purchase it. Jealousy is a 8-letter word. Distance it. Thura vachikanga. Knowledge is a 9-letter word. Knowledge is a 9-letter word. Just accumulate it, something like a wealth. Read, read, read. Reading is a continuous exercise. Learning is a continuous lifelong exercise. Then only you will be able to accumulate knowledge. Discipline is a 10-letter word. Discipline is a 10-letter word. அங்கதான் வள்ளுவர் வருவார். ஒழுக்கம் விழுப்பம் தரலான் ஒழுக்கம் உயிரினும் ஓம்பப்படும். If something which is superior than the soul, that is called a discipline. உயிரை விட ஒன்று உலகத்தில் மிகச்சிறந்த ஒன்று இருக்குன்னு சொன்னோம்னா அதுக்கு பேர் என்னது? ஒழுக்கம். கற்க கசடர கற்பவை கற்ற பின், அங்கே தான் வள்ளுவர் நிற்கிறான். கற்ற பின் நிற்க அதற்கு தக. நீ படித்தது மாதிரி நட. படிக்கிறது ராமாயணம், இடிக்கிறது பெருமாள் கோயில் இருக்கக்கூடாது. படித்த மாதிரி நடக்கணும். நான் சுவாமி விவேகானந்தனுடைய கோட்டோட முடிக்கிறேன். அரைஸ், அவேக், ஸ்டாப் நாட் டில் யுவர் கோல் இஸ் ரீச்ட். Arise, awake, stop not, till the institution goal is reached. Arise, awake, stop not, till the nation goal is reached. Arise, awake, stop not, till your family goal is reached. Arise, awake, stop not, till the GST goal is reached. Sun never fails to rise. Star never fails to shine. Earth never fails to rotate. Death never fails to meet. Why you? Work hard. Dedicate yourself for the cause of nation. Nation is first, no compromise. I take this opportunity to thank specially to Dr. Ravichandran for having invited me, I think 3 times or 4 times for this campus. ஏன்னா ஒரு தடவைக்கு மேலே கூப்பிட்றதில்ல நான்லாம். அவர் he has been inviting me continuously. ஸோ நான் சார்ந்திருக்கக்கூடிய மதுரை கல்லூரியின் சார்பாக, நான் சிண்டிகேட் உறுப்பினராக, ஆட்சிக்குழு உறுப்பினராக இருக்கக்கூடிய மதுரை காமராசர் பல்கலைக்கழகத்தின் சார்பாகவும் இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை அருமையாக ஏற்பாடு செய்திருக்கக்கூடிய டாக்டர் ரவிச்சந்திரன் அவர்களுக்கும் என்னுடைய பாராட்டுக்களையும் வாழ்த்துக்களையும் நன்றியையும் இந்த இடத்துல தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். I am also equally happy that I am standing before the presence of dignitaries like veteran Professor Dr. Ramsamy, who is the authority of environmental and energy economics in this part of the country. So I am happy that in his presence I am delivering a lecture for about 40 minutes. And I am also equally thankful to Dr. Natarajan and ARS officer Venkatasubramanian and all the people. And they have listened to me for about 40 minutes with patience. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of organizing committee, I extend my sincere thanks to Dr. S. Theendayalan, Associate Professor and Head, PG and Research Center of Economics, the Madras College, Madurai. Sir, your insightful knowledge on GST reforms and inclusive economic growth in India is truly commendable. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
இப்போ பசங்க வெளியில் போகலாம். ஆஃப்டர் லஞ்ச் ப்ரெசன்டேஷன் வந்து 2 and 4 NS ஹால் இங்கே தான் பக்கத்தில். முடிச்சுட்டு திரும்ப நீங்கள் செஷனுக்கு வந்துடணும். நீங்கள் கிளம்புங்க. இப்போ லஞ்ச் முடிச்சுட்டு வாங்க.
ஒன்லி ஃபார் ப்ரெசென்டர்ஸ், பேப்பர் ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணுறவங்க மட்டும்
பேப்பர் ப்ரெசென்டர்ஸ் மட்டும் தான் அங்கே போகணும். ரூம் நம்பர் 2 and 4 NS. பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ் திரும்ப இங்கே அசம்பிள் ஆகிடுங்க.
Antony's College students, St. Antony's College students, please go and have your lunch. And present பண்றவங்க கொஞ்சம் சீக்கிரம் வாங்க. Presentation முடிச்சிட்டு we need to assemble here. Please go and have your lunch. Please.